Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Risna Sinta Safitri and I'm from Gresik. In this video, I will tell you a summary about informant approach. The material is method as a unitive choice, inventive set of design features. It is not given only minor attention. An informant approach language learners in a multiple worldwide context they make an existing bag of text. Get tailored for a particular group of learners in particular place. Studies of particular purpose in a given amount of time. Okay, the next material is an electric approach. It should be clear from the foreign as an eclectic teacher. You think in terms of a number of possible methodological options at your disposal of tailors class to particular contexts. Your approach are rational for language learning and teaching. Therefore, takes on great importance. Your approach includes a number of basic principles of learning and teaching, such as tools that will be elaborated on the next chapter, on which you can rely for design and evaluation classroom lessons. Your approach to language teaching methodology is actually well-informed global understanding of the process of learning and teaching, and it's inspired by the interconnection of all your reading and observation and discussing of and teaching, and that interconnection underlying everything that you do in the classroom. There are two reasons for variation that approach level. The first is an approach is by definition dynamic and therefore subject to some changing as a result of one's observation and experience. Then and research in second language acquisition and pedagogy almost always are findings that are not conclusive but are subject to interpretation. Okay, the next material is cumulative language teaching. Is there are currently recognized this approach that is generally effective not in the file? The answer is a qualitative yes. That qualitative yes can be captured in the term communicative language teaching (CLT), and the qualification to the answer lies in the numerous possible ways of defining CLT and plural of interpretation and classroom application. In the 1960s, we quite worried about how Chomsky's generative grammar was going to fit into our language classroom and how to inject the cognitive code of a language into the process of absorption. Okay, the next material is closely allied to CLT are a number of concepts that help like CLT become bedrock terms without the endorsement of which teacher cannot be designed human beings and textbook can set. To corroborate the literature, just take a look at any recent ESL textbook catalog and try to find a book that is not learned concept, cooperative, interactive, word language based, content centered, or of course communicative. One way of looking at this dilemma is that they are simply expression for the latest trends in language teaching and are therefore relative meanings. But another viewpoint would embrace that as legitimate attempts to label current concept within a CLT framework as developing and confusing as choose concepts sometimes are. I believe the latter is a more recent perspective, however, in order to take that perspective, some determinologies in other hands, a brief summary is appropriate. Okay, one, learner-centered instruction. This term applies to curricula as well as to specific techniques. It can be considered with teacher concert and has received various recent interpretation. Learner-centered instruction includes and two, cooperative and collaborative learning. A curriculum, a classroom that is cooperative and therefore non-competitive usually involves the above learner considered characteristics. Cooperative learning does not merely imply collaboration. And the next is interactive learning. At the heart of current theories of communicative competence is essentially a interactive nature of communication. And the next is whole language education, one of the most popular terms currently sweeping through our profession. Whole language has been so widely and definitely interpreted that it unfortunately is on the verge of losing the impact that it once had. See right 1991 for an excellent review of world language education. The next is content basic instruction CBI. According to Prince No and Visit 1989, V is the integration of contact learning with language teaching. Okay, the last is text-based instruction. While there is a good deal of variation among explain on how to describe or define text patterns, use Nancy concept of text seems to capture the essential. So he defines text as an activity with image. One, mentioning is primary. Two, there is some communication problems to solve. Three, there is some sort of relationship to compromise rewards activities. For text complication has some priority, and the last is the assessment of the text is in term outcome. Okay, thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.